Welcome to the No Mud, No Lotus podcast. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's the No Mud, No Lotus podcast. We got Timeffect right there and Golden Lotus D. They're having an interview.
How y'all doing this morning, man? Once, like he said, I'm Golden Lotus D, and it's
Timeffect.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm in effect and I'm all in it. So, like I always say, let's work.
Let's work. Well, I'm gonna start off by asking you, Tim, where you from, man? Where you born?
Well,
raised?
I was born in Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida, Brewster Hospital. But I grew up at Jacksonville Beach, 9 blocks from the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow, man. So you're a Florida boy, basically, then.
Yes, I am. True Florida.
True Florida. So what got you into working out? No, when did you start working out? Is this something you did growing up always through athletics, or did you later in life? Sure, tell us.
Well, I started off working out when I was real young. Guys in the neighborhood, the older guys, you know, they was always in the backyard or the front yard or wherever, just lifting weights.
Mm-hmm.
So one Christmas, I told my pops I wanted some weights for Christmas, and he got me some of those you remember those plastic weights, man?
Yeah.
That you leave them out there in the weather too long, they crack.
Yeah, they crack. I got some back here, I believe. That's right.
So that's how I started off lifting weights, from watching guys in the neighborhood, and my pops buying me my own set of weights.
That's what's up. So how old were you? A teenager?
Yes, I was 12, 13 years old, somewhere around up in there.
Wow, man. So you've been lifting for over 50 years, basically, then, man.
Yes, playing with those weights for a really long time.
That's what's up, man. And so that led you to the sports or something?
Yeah, I started playing Pop Warner football.
Mm-hmm.
My pops was a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a policeman, really, and
Mm-hmm.
him and some of his fellow officers, they were coaching Pop Warner football, and I started playing Pop Warner football at a really young age, 12, 13 years old, somewhere around up in there when I started lifting weights.
Wow.
I was playing.
So it was all at the same time, then?
Yes.
Well, that's good. So it's basically been a part of your life, like I said, all your life then. And then from there, I guess as you got older, I imagine that your weight started to change. How you lifted changed.
Yeah, I started changing totally. You know, I started getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, once I went from Pop Warner football to junior high and to high school football, then I started doing pull-ups and dips, because that was part of the routine.
That's right.
You know, at the end of the end of the days of practice, you know, you would have to do pull-ups and dips.
After football?
After football practice in high school.
And you did your weightlifting earlier then?
Yeah, and also, you know, you had to go in the weight room and lift weights also.
Wow, man. So what was your numbers like in high school, if you remember?
Numbers pertaining to
like
what?
your maxes on your squat.
Well, I never did really max out or do anything like that. I was just used to just train, just lift to just be working out.
That's
we never really maxed or anything. We just trained.
It was all about just training.
All about just training.
What was your strongest part of your body as a young man?
I would say my legs were
legs.
the strongest part of my body, because, you know, I ran track, so
Mm-hmm.
you know, I was a running back, so I had to have strong legs.
Wow. What high school again now?
Fletcher High School, Duncan U. Fletcher High School, Neptune Beach, Florida.
Wow, down south again.
Yeah.
Down south, man. And then that carried you on to?
Then from high school, I played college football. I received a football scholarship to attend the University of Miami, the Hurricanes, the U.
U, baby.
And but when I played, it was during, you know, it was shortly after segregation. The class of blacks that went to the University of Miami when I received my scholarship, that was the largest group of blacks that ever received scholarships to attend the University of Miami.
You're in your first year?
My first year.
Wow, so you're a part of history then?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. What kind of lifting was done in like the football type of training?
Well, you know.
I'm pretty sure it changed from high school to college.
Well,
or did it?
To be perfectly honest with you, when I went to the University of Miami, we went through 3 head coaches. Mm-hmm. I originally signed with the head coach, Fran Kersey. He quit and went to the University of Kentucky. Then the athletic director took over, Pete Elliott. He became the head coach, and then shortly after he became the head coach, then another head coach came in that was an assistant named Carl Selmer. So as far as training and discipline, and as far as getting on the right course when I played college football, we never did have that regiment, because we didn't have no discipline. We didn't have no structure, because we went through so many different head coaches. And matter of fact, at one time they was thinking about getting rid of the football team at the University of Miami.
Wow, what years was this?
This was, I graduated from high school in 1973, so I played 73 through 77.
Wow, and they were thinking about...
They was thinking about doing away because
Who would have thought that? The you know?
the winningest season we had when I played ball down there was 6-5.
Wow.
Not saying that we didn't have good ball players, because we had blue chippers, 4-star, 5-star ball players. That's what they call them today. But back then they were blue chippers, and we had a whole bunch of blue chippers, 4.3 40 guys, 4.4s, 4.5, big guys.
Wow.
And but you know, we never did have the discipline of the regiment to stay on course to win championships.
So it was really on your own. Your training.
Yeah, you was basically on your own.
Yeah, that's what's up. But I'm pretty sure you elevated in training from high school to college.
Yeah, I still lift and everything.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a track team back during that time, and they had a basketball team. They did away with the basketball team, so it was tennis, football, and baseball.
Wow. What was your 40? I just remember you heard someone say something about the 40. So I got to know that, and I'm pretty sure the viewers, everybody want to know that 40 time.
I was pretty fast. I ran a 4.3 40 in the grass by myself in cleats. We used to wear those long spike cleats,
that hurt.
and I used to love those Riddales.
Yeah.
So you know, I did them in Riddales
on the grass, y'all,
by myself.
Yeah,
4.3 40.
Yes, I know something about them. I just wanted to say, and we're gonna carry on. Tell them about your record. You gotta tell them about your record so they can look you up.
I was the first
and
one.
Who broke it?
Well, I was the first one to set the record for the longest kickoff return. I ran that against the University of Houston Cougars in the Orange Bowl, the OB.
Against Warren Moon?
No. Guys like Reggie Cherry played for the University of Houston, and I did that against the University of Houston out of deep in the end zone. I ran one back about 40, 50 yards, and then it got called back on a penalty, and then it came to me again, and I returned it out of the end zone, and that's when I set the record. I was the first one to do it, but Devin Hester, I was the first one to set that record. You just tied my record.
Oh, he tied it.
I set the record, bro.
So he won B.
Yeah,
he won B. What's the number? What is it, 106?
110.
So y'all was in the back of
the end zone.
Wow, almost out the end zone.
Almost out
right
the
corner, left corner, or down the center. It matters now. Because you got to get in there.
I think it was, if I remember correctly, it seemed like it was to the left, the back left corner.
That's what's up, man. So after college professional or what?
Well, I signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a guy named Wayne Fonts.
I remember him.
He became the head coach of the Detroit Lions. And he came down to Miami and signed me with a contract for 1 year for $27,000.
Wow.
And they gave me a $1,500 signing bonus to sign. But that was a mistake. Who I should have signed with was the New Orleans Saints when they was the Aints. A coach that coached me when I was at the University of Miami as a freshman. He was my freshman head coach, Whitey Campbell. He should have been the head coach at Miami. If he would have been the head coach, no telling how far we could have gone. But anyway, he quit there and went to the New Orleans Saints and became the specialty teams coach with the New Orleans Saints. And he came to me and said, Tim, if you don't get drafted, I'll be to your house to sign you with a contract as a free agent with the New Orleans Saints. And I don't know why I didn't sign with him, but that was my NFL mistake right there.
Yeah.
Because I know as long as he was in the NFL, he would have carried me with him anywhere he went, because he said, Tim, if you didn't have a father, I would adopt you as my son. Wow. So I know this man really loved me, and I loved him too.
He had a liking for you, a love for you, yeah. So since the pros, you did your little stint in Tampa, right? That was a short stint, you're saying?
Yeah, I didn't get cut. I got waived. But it hurt me so bad because I had always made the team.
Mentally,
it hurt me. I went home, and I was in a depressed state, just laying around in the bed, and Pops told me, say, get your ass up, boy. You need to get a job and start working.
Yeah.
So I started working and played and been working ever since. And then they started a league up in Jacksonville. This was before the USFL and all those leagues started. But anyway, I played on the Jacksonville Firebirds. I played with guys like Leon McQuay, Don Gaffney, Jimmy Fisher, just to name a few. And these guys were stars in their own right. Played for the University of Florida, Florida State, University of Tampa. They was from all over.
Yeah.
And we won the championship, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
And,
You got a ring?
No, didn't get no ring. But, you know, and it's like one of the requirements was you had to have a regular job.
That's a requirement to play.
To play.
Wow.
You had to have a regular job and you played on the team.
Wow.
And we made 1% of the game. So, you know, if no fans showed up, you didn't make no money. But if the fans showed up, you know, you had a few pennies in your pocket.
What's up,
We flew everywhere we went. Wasn't no buses and nothing. We didn't travel on buses. We flew everywhere we went.
Wow.
We went to the Charros in Texas. We played in Carolina, Birmingham. And I played against guys in Birmingham that played with me on the University of Miami football team. Monroe, linebacker. Yeah, so you know, we always reaching for that dream, just wanting to play football.
That's what's up. So when you got into working and you seen football wasn't right, you say you were in a funk, and I guess you went to working. I know you, so I figured you continued on from training from then on, right?
Yeah.
What type of training?
Always train. I used to run.
Yeah.
You know, I always ran in marathons on the beach.
Wow.
You know, I grew up on the beaches, and they always used to have the marathon.
Yeah.
5-mile marathon, and I used to always run in those marathons. I wasn't so much lifting weights back then, but I always ran. And I just always loved to run because I ran track in high school.
Yeah,
and, you know, it was just always a part of me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just transitioned that, you know, to life.
Yeah.
And I still do it right today.
Yeah.
And, you know, I hurt my Achilles tendon, man, and I miss it, and I'm getting back
so
into
you haven't started back running yet?
Yes, I started back running.
Yeah.
I started back running. Then running some marathons too coming up too.
Wow. Running is a feeling you get from running that you can't. To me, I can't describe. It's a natural high, man. Especially once you get going, and then how you feel when you finish. You know.
Well, to me, it's all mental.
Yes, it is.
And it's a release. And like I always tell people, it's easy to quit.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Just stop. Yes, that's true.
But it takes a real man to keep going and push through the pain and just that mental mindset that you got. Because it's constantly telling you to quit.
Yeah.
You're breathing hard,
Yeah.
you know, but you have to learn to control your breathing.
That's right.
Because everything is controlled.
That's
You
right.
know, when you're breathing and hard and everything,
That's
you're
right.
wearing yourself out more. So just slow it down and
right.
control it. But you know, it's something you have to learn.
That's right. So it's the same like with training too. When
Same
you work
thing with
out,
training.
That breathing, you know.
Breathing, it's very important.
It's very important, man. It's very important. So when did you because you are how old now?
I'm 68.
68. So this is from your 20s to 68. We got a 40-year gap. You've been working out, right? Or it's off and on, or is it been?
Off and on.
Yeah.
Off and on. I would see somebody and I say, darn, I remember when I used to look like that.
That's
Then
right.
I get back on track again.
That's right.
And, you know, but lately I haven't been missing a beat. You know, I'm just continually doing it, and I listen to my body. I know my body. Now I'm 68 years old, so you know, been a long transition. I've learned to learn my body, know when to slow down, learn when to rest, and learn when to push myself.
That's right.
And so you know, I know me.
That's wisdom right there, brother. That's definitely wisdom. That's something that took me a while to catch on to, when to shut it down, you know, instead of being that machine all the time, you know, instead of being.
Because we all want to push ourselves to the limit and be the best version of ourselves that we could be. But it come a time when you need to slow down before you get injured.
That's right.
Because I've had some injuries, and like I said, but that come from just pushing yourself past your limits. I'm not saying you can't push yourself past your limit, but know when to tone it down.
That's right. That's right. What kind of training do you do now, presently?
Well, I used to be into lifting weights real strong, but now I like to do calisthenics now and implement some weight training in there. But I love my push-ups, pull-ups, squats, burpees. Love to do them burpees and running. But like I say, man, I wish I would have been doing this stuff at the level that I'm doing it at now a long time ago. No telling where I would be.
Wow. So when you were lifting heavy with the weights, what type of training? Just push? I mean, just bench, squat?
Well, when I was doing weight training, bench press, curling, leg press, leg curls, leg extension, just everything that you do when you weight train. Squats.
Let me ask you a question, because you got a lot of experience in weights. If you could give the viewers an advice on something that you learned during your time weight training during those years, what would you give them?
Well, my advice is to start off with calisthenics first. Then that way you're building a foundation. You get arm strength, upper body strength, squats, push-ups, pull-ups, lunges, jump squats, burpees. You're building up your wind. You're just building up everything pertaining to your entire body. But then go from that to weight training. And don't try to set the world on fire when you're in the weight room, when you see other guys lifting 400-500 pounds on the bench press and you go up there trying to try it knowing that you can't do it. Just start out at a level that you can control. What my advice was always when I would tell people, you control the weight. Don't let the weight control you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, in other words, just do something that you can handle.
That's right.
You like I always say, you don't have nothing to prove to nobody but yourself. Right. You're just trying to satisfy you, and you're just trying to get your gains.
That's right. That's right.
And then the rest will take care of itself.
It'll come on eventually.
You'll get stronger.
That's right. That's right. Just through work. That's what's up. And so now you're saying you do the burpees and the pull-ups and dips, and you mix in the weights with it now. You say you wish you would have did what you're doing now. Back then, you see it would have been a lot more advanced. You think it would have advanced you as a man?
Yeah, faster.
Yeah,
faster.
Yeah.
I would be stronger now.
Yeah, yeah.
And the mindset that I have now would be totally different than the one I have. As far as just training, because you have to have a certain mindset.
Yeah.
This stuff isn't for weak-minded people.
Man. Yeah.
Because it's a constant battle and it's a struggle just to get those reps in sometimes. So you have to really push yourself.
That's right. It's a confidence build.
Yeah, it's a confidence
build. It changes you as an individual, It does. It makes you a more powerful person.
And then when you take your shirt off and people see you and they say, "How old are you?"
That's right.
They see all these gray whiskers and stuff and they say, "Oh man, you look good." You just don't know how good that make me feel.
Hey, I'm pretty sure you get that a lot though, right?
Yeah, I get it all.
You get it quite a bit. What's one of your biggest accomplishments as of lately? A routine, or it doesn't even have to. Well, something fitness related that's been a big accomplishment that you had lately.
Well, I was in a competition on the Bay Shore.
Oh yeah.
And we were competing against a lot of young guys. And I can pat myself on the back because I was hanging with them young boys.
I do it for you, brother.
I was hanging with those young boys. Although I didn't win, but I think I was in the top 5.
I think you was.
I think I finished in the top 5, and that was one of my greatest accomplishments.
20-year-olds.
Yeah, 20-year-old.
Yeah.
And a matter of fact, one of the young guys told me, he said, "I was worried about you. I wasn't worried about nobody else. I was worried about you." And this was a young guy in his 20s who told me this. So, that made me feel really good, and it just motivated me to just keep on pushing like I'm pushing. And believe me, I'm going to continue doing like I'm doing.
That's right. And I'm pretty sure that people want to know, because they see you doing what you do on your YouTube channel, and you go pretty hard. What's your motivation?
For one thing, I had uncles that had big bellies.
Yeah.
I never wanted a big belly.
Yeah.
And I always liked to dress, like to look good, and your clothes just fit you so much better when you fit.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and if you notice some of my videos, I have some photos and stuff, man, that I love the style.
Yeah.
I love to wear good clothes, and like I say, you look good, you feel good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, remember that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've heard that a couple of times before. That's the truth. So your motivation is to look good. And
to look good.
It's inspiring. It make you feel good.
Make me feel good.
That's what's up.
Confidence building.
So that's how you're able to get up every morning and keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah. How many times a week now?
Well, I've been trying to do it every day, sometime twice a day.
Wow.
But
6 or 7.
But like I say, I listen to my body.
Yeah.
When my body tell me to rest, I rest.
That's right.
And when my body tell me to get up and push, I push. But like I say, I just listen to my body.
Yeah.
And as far as being sore, I'm sore all the time. So but like I say, no excuses.
No excuses.
You just got to keep on pushing. You know.
What about the diet? Oh, I'm sorry. You were steady talking. I'm sorry.
Okay, talking about the diet.
Sorry
talking about the diet. That's all right. Talking about the diet. I'm on intermittent fasting. I eat 1 meal a day. Sometimes I don't eat at all during the course of the day because I don't get hungry. And I was telling Golden Lotus Rashad today earlier, who was walking doing burpees and jumping jacks, that I drank black coffee. People don't realize that's an appetite suppressor and a dietary supplement. Just black coffee, no sugar, although it's an acquired taste, it really works. Try it. And as far as eating healthy, you know, I eat like I always have eaten, but I don't eat large portions. People tend to eat to get full, but I look at it just like a car. You put gas in it when it's low, you run that out, and then once it get low again, you put more gas in it, and that's how I treat my body. I don't overfill it, and I just eat just to fuel it. And that just seemed to work for me, but that doesn't mean it'll work for you. Right. So, you know, you just have to find something that'll work for you. And, you know, my weight fluctuates from 185 to 190, but that's a comfortable weight for me.
Well, since how long have you been intermittent fasting?
I say now for about 3 years. I've been doing it for about 3 years now.
And you have more energy?
Yeah, I have energy.
Yeah.
But see, also what comes into play too, you got to get your proper rest. You got to get your rest. And like I say, I notice when I stay up late watching Netflix or movies on cable, you know, I'm not as full of energy as I would be if I got my proper rest. But rest is very important. At least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You need that.
That's vital. That's very vital. How do you find the time to get in your workout schedule? Well, matter of fact, 'cause I know how you living now, but you've been a truck driver for many years, right?
Yes.
So how were you fitting in the time?
Well, when I was driving truck, I went to work at 11 o'clock, and I would get off work 1 o'clock in the morning, and I would work out then when I got off work before I ate anything or went to sleep. I'm talking 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm making videos, working out, doing burpees, pull-ups, dips,
dedication,
push-ups. And so, you know, now I've been off work since July of last year with this Achilles injury. So now I've been able to get in 2 days, you know, whereas before I was just getting in that workout when I got off in the morning.
Well, what about those 2 days, man? That's a heck of a accomplishment, because you going in the morning and evening, or is it after? How do you?
Well, I try to get midday and evening.
Okay.
And
empty on the first one, or you have?
Yeah,
something?
I'm empty. Okay. Probably a black cup of coffee, if anything.
Basically empty.
But other than that, no food in me at all. And then after that first workout, I would go eat something, and then get a little rest, and then later on during the course of the day, I get in another workout.
Is it one harder than the other, or is it?
No. It all depends. You know, because I like to do cardio a lot. You know, HIIT workouts. I call them cardio blast workouts.
Yes.
And burpees, jump squats, just stuff like that. I don't know. I just like that kind of stuff.
It's that heart rate, man.
Yeah, because like I say, everybody concerned about how they look on the outside,
right.
But what about that inside,
yes,
man?
Sir.
You know, that heart is what keeps you alive.
That's
that
right.
blood flow, man.
That's right, brother. I totally agree with you, man. I totally agree. So that's where you're at now. The 2 days, and like 2 days intermittent fasting. You know, is there anything you can give some more gems to the viewers, man, from that you've learned over this 40-year distance as far as working out?
And yes, I give all praise to the man up above, because I believe in God. And you know, maybe you don't, but you know, to each his own.
That's right.
But you need to believe in something.
That's
because
right.
if you don't believe in good, you believe in evil.
Yes.
In spirits, everything is spiritual now. You know, it's things that you can't see, but those things are the ones that affect your life. So you know, I give all praise and thanks to the Lord up above for giving me the ability to do the things that I do. And I can't praise him enough and thank him enough. And you know, just all praise to God.
Well, one other question: who is Tim outside of working out? What are you outside so that people know who you are outside of working out?
Well, I'm a family man.
Yeah.
You know, I be with my wife. Been with her 43 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 grandsons now. I just had one. He's probably about a week old now.
Wow.
And, you know, I just spend a lot of times with them, but mostly with my wife. You know, I'm a family man now. You know, and, you know, I just spend a lot of time with family doing things with them and just enjoying life, man, because who knows, you might be here today and gone tomorrow, so you got to make every moment count.
That's right. That's right. And what do you have to say to the guys 50 and up? You know, because I you know, I hear a lot of older people say, you know, man, that's what I used to do. That's what I used to could do that. I used to could do that. But I see you, I start training with you. I'm like, man, this guy's doing this. He is doing it. Ain't no used to. He's talking about right now. So what could you tell the people 50 and up for some motivation? I would even say 40 and up. Because it look like people stop working out late 20s and 30s these days, you know. You know.
Stop talking about it and do it.
That's right.
And like I say, anybody can make up excuses.
Yeah.
Wanna, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, if you want to be fit, I'm not saying by me working out I'm going to live till I'm 90 or 100 years old, because God holds the cards, man.
Yes, sir.
And when you get ready to punch that time clock,
Yeah.
your time is up.
That's right.
But at least you know you fit while you're here.
Yeah.
So, you know, just do something. And plus, your wife will love you more for it, too. Because
I agree.
this working out, it affects a lot of things from head to toes.
I agree.
And everything in between, if you know what I mean.
I agree.
So, you know.
Tim, give him a quick little routine for the new. If I'm 50 years old, you know, and y'all can also DM him to get routines from him, and he can train. He's a trainer too, you know. So I ain't trying to give all his secrets away. You can direct message him. He got a YouTube channel which he'll leave you with. Probably be in the bottom so you can check it out. But give my viewers a little something they can work. If they see this today, to let them know they can do it. Something easy.
Okay, here go a little easy routine for you. Beginners. It's all like my man right here, D. It's all about reps and sets.
That's right.
So here go. You can cut this down to either 5 reps or 10 reps. Start off with 10 jumping jacks.
Yes, sir.
Then you hop down on that ground, because you got to get in that groundwork. Broly gains, what you always be talking about, that groundwork.
Yes, sir.
So knock out 10 to 15 push-ups.
Yes, sir.
If you can only do 5, do 5.
That's right.
And then you got to work them legs too.
Yes, sir.
5 squats. 5 squats.
That's right.
Do this back to back, or if you need to take a break in between, just do it at your own pace.
That's right.
And try to get in a couple of sets. If you can only get in 1 set, so be it. But eventually, if you stick with it, you can get up to 5, 6, 7, even 10 sets. But like I say, that's a little easy beginner's workout. I'm going to repeat it again. 10 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups, 10 squats. Easy. Your grandson can do it.
That's right.
Why don't you?
That's right. That's a start, man. That's a good start, and we can go from there. Well, you got any other thing you'd like to say? I'm about to wrap it up.
No, like I say, like I always say, less work.
Yes, sir. And like I always say, reps and sets, man. I enjoyed interviewing you today, brother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast today. It's a great guy right here, man. Y'all check out and listen to what he say. But listen to it a couple times. There's a lot of gems he dropped in there.
Hey, one other thing. This Timeffect, I'm in effect, and I'm all in it.
That's
and
what's
why
up.
don't you be?
That's what's up. Well, I'm out of here. This Golden Lotus D with No Mud, No Lotus podcast. You guys have a great day. Peace and love, man. It's easy to love, man. It's hard. It take energy to hate. Peace and love. Have a great day. All right.